as far as MVP this year. I don't think he deserved it last year. That's the problem, though. The problem is
Okay,
giving him a
okay.
third MVP. I don't think he's worthy of three-time MVP, but he didn't deserve it last year. That's the thing. I think Embiid earned that MVP. I think it was stolen from Embiid because the voters value what Nikola Jokic does over what Embiid does. They don't really value defense like that. They don't. They,
That's
they
a fact.
value they value just the eye popping offensive number. Even though Embiid had eye popping offensive numbers, he averaged 30 last year. But Nikola Jokic was a six seed. Embiid, I think is a fifth seed this year. He's not even. I think he's like top six MVP voting. That just goes to show like Nikola Jokic won as a six seed. So but I do think he's putting them great numbers and he's winning, which is important. He's winning
That's the
this year.
thing.
So
That's the X factor. Denver, like I said, I believe they at this point is now a game and a half out of the best record in the NBA. They just knocked off the Celtics, who were the best team record wise. But let me ask you this, D Brown. Do you got a what's your thoughts on my issue with this MVP award being in the regular season only? Because we're watching people win it 2-3 times in a row. We watch Giannis win it 2 times in a row. Nikola is going on his third in a row. But these niggas are not making no real noise once April and May come. And you don't see these niggas at all in June in the finals. And I'm just like, bro, how do you have consecutive MVPs, consecutive back-to-back? But when we get to the postseason and the playoffs, you niggas are non-existent in them seasons. Like, I don't like it. I feel like it waters down the award.
yeah, but at the same time, it's a regular season award, so it's tough. Especially being as though the fact that you got the Finals MVP, which is kind of like a postseason award.
If you
So
make the
it'd be tough
finals,
to make
right?
the. It'd be tough to
Look at
make.
Nikola. Look at Nikola Jokic, man. Last year, like you said, he didn't deserve it. I mean, he got it. That was his second one, and then they played worse last year in the playoffs than they did, in my opinion, the year before that. So I'm just like, yo, what are we getting? And when I think when Giannis won his back-to-backs, that wasn't the years that he won his chip. James Harden, when he won his MVP, what did he do in the postseason? Russell Westbrook, what did he do? Like I've been watching this game for so long. The MVP award, even though it's a regular season award, it really meant something. Like these guys are getting these awards and they get in the playoffs. They don't look valuable to me and shit like that. I wish they would switch the format up at this point because
So
it's
so
just
what
like
you
they
saying?
give it
You
away.
think it should just be like one MVP, like just the Finals MVP, and they should just do away with the regular season one?
See, bro, I don't know. Like, I don't want to take away because you got 82 long games. Like the NBA season is a roller coaster. So niggas that excel and consistent, they deserve to be, awarded at the end of the regular season. But it's disappointing when you got the same face winning the award back to back, but when the games count the most, those guys are not valuable, dominant. It's only one team that can win a championship. So I'm not saying because you win the MVP, you got to go to the finals or much less win it. But I have not been impressed with Nikola Jokic in the postseason in these in the last 2 years when he won the award, nor Giannis like that. I'm just gonna keep it a buck.
This my proposal to keep it consistent. How about they just create a criteria for the MVP and stop switching the goalposts every year based off who they like? It's obvious that the media and the fans like Nikola Jokic. It's obvious that
That's a fact.
they value him. But the problem is when you switch the goal, like they completely switched the goalposts last year. Before it was the best player on the best team. That's how it usually is. But then every once in a while they'll go to a six seed like a Russell Westbrook or a Nikola Jokic just for no reason. Like completely switch the goalposts. That's what I was pissed off as an Embiid fan. How do you just switch the goalposts like that? So I
That's a
want
fact.
them to create a strict criteria, and if it's not a criteria, then they're gonna have to get a panel of like Hall of Fame players that participate in the vote. It can't just be the media. I want a panel of Hall of Fame voters, Hall of Fame players having a say so when it comes to the voting. If not, then they need a strict criteria. So that's my 2 cents on it.
I can respect that, bro. I appreciate you. One more thing I do want to ask you, what's your thoughts on this look right here? How much of an impact do you think these two would be if they were to link up?
I look at that the same way I look at Steve Nash and Dirk pairing up. It's no defense, all offense. They get, they put up some good numbers as far as on the offensive end, but they might even take away from each other's numbers because they both do the same thing. They both control the ball. They both are the main distributors on their team. So,
But
I don't.
it
I look
doesn't
at that as
change
kind of
the
a wash.
league. It doesn't change the league at all. It doesn't change any narratives, making Denver the undeniable most dangerous duo. It doesn't do none of that for you.
Maybe no, not really. Maybe offensively, not. You know, all I look at is now you got two guys to pick on the defensive end. Like as far as if you a guard or whatever.
Right. You can go at them both. That's a fact.
Okay, now AR with the cooler kick. Keep street, we run this shit. Fell back after run it up. Then my last bitch, she was dumb as fuck. Hop out, get the spraying something. Cause my last ox wasn't saying nothing. Whole stunting, big pimpin', whole hunting. 38 with the cooler kid in the mall with me like Joe Budden. These hoes front.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.